I'm back, good people. Y'all already know how I do it, man. Thank y'all for tuning in to Real Talk with Mike Steele. I'm back in the building with another hot show. Hey, man, if y'all haven't took the time out, make sure you go like me on social media, Real Talk with Mike Steele, across all social media platforms. And I really thank y'all for the support, man. We have 2 million followers on Facebook and growing. And thank y'all for all that you do, man. And hey, it wouldn't be no me without you in the building. I've been following this young lady for a minute now. And man, I had to bring her on, man. I've been following her. She's from my home state. And y'all already know how I do it, man. I bring y'all the hottest in used to be radio, but now it's podcast. So I want to bring her on, man. And let's give her a warm welcome when we bring on. But I asked this first question, and I'm pretty sure she don't even know what it's gonna be. But let's bring on, man. Real talk. Hey, what's going on, Miss
Hey,
Angie?
Mike.
How you
How are you?
doing?
I am good. I am good. Happy to be here. You left us here to fend for ourselves in Florida, so it's okay though.
Man, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, but you know, it's just like I didn't put myself in a better situation. I
Hey,
mean,
I mean, I gotta let you. Yes, that's the only reason I would allow it.
man, you got to keep it real with me now, because you're a sister that keep it real. Now I've been watching you now. You're a sister that keep it real.
I try to.
Yeah,
My mom taught me to keep it real, so I have no other choice but to do so. Too many elected officials out here aren't keeping it real. They are lying and
mm.
being corrupt. So, yeah,
Man, I
I try
respect
to
your.
keep it real.
You're doing a great job, man. I respect your position, though. Fighting for the common people and having a lot of passion as you do it. So before I get into the show, I asked this one question to all my people that come and sit where you're sitting today. I asked this one question. In one word, describe Angie Nixon. In one word, who are you?
One word. Woo. Unapologetic.
Okay, unapologetic.
Unapologetic. Yes.
I, I I like that. I like that for you. Yeah.
Yes, I'm very unapologetic about who I am and what I believe and what I stand for. So, yes, I'm unapologetic about fighting for my people.
That's right. That's right, man. Ladies and gentlemen, man, we got Angie Nixon, Florida State Representative, candidate for U.S. Senate, in the building with Mike Steele. Y'all give her a round of applause. Come on now.
Whoop,
Don't
whoop,
y'all?
whoop, whoop.
Yeah. They're gonna act out. They're gonna act out for you now. They're gonna show out.
I
Y'all gonna,
appreciate it. I appreciate
they're
it.
gonna show out for you. So Angie, man, I've been following you and for about a year now. Yeah. And
Okay.
yeah, you're doing a great job, man. Um, you're doing a excellent job. You got courage, man, and I like that. I like the fight in you. You like an old pit bull, not an old pit bull, but you like a pit bull. You like a young pit bull.
Yeah, I guess so. And then my husband bought a pit bull without asking
Oh,
me. So yeah, so it is what it is. But no, like, listen, it I am just tired of elected officials who are just going along to get along and only doing things to help enrich themselves.
right, right.
Right now, it's time we actually start. Like, people have to really look out. If you're an elected official, you need to be looking out for the people that got you there in the first place. You need to be looking out for the people. We took an oath. We all take oaths to help improve the lives and the well-being of our constituents, and I would not have it any other way, fighting to try to improve their lives. But too many people They're only looking out for these greedy billionaires and these corrupt corporations as opposed to regular hardworking people. And I am the direct opposite. I
Yeah.
consider myself being unbought and unbossed. God bless and God rest Shirley Chisholm. But you know, I'm only beholden to hardworking everyday people.
Mm, mm. Okay. So now, and I know people probably wondering, why you sitting in the car. Yeah, I mean, she's on the campaign trail now. I'm just like, yeah, I've been following her. And
I
she need
am
gas,
on.
and she need gas
Yes.
money too.
Exactly. I need y'all to put 5 on it. But no, like
Yeah.
I'm on the campaign trail. I just pulled up to the place that I'm going. Listen, this is how grassroots this campaign is. I just pulled up. My brother just pulled up to my cousin's house. I stay. We have supporter housing. I stay with friends. I stay with supporters. Like we not trying to use nobody campaign money for hotels. Like we are on the ground using money to purchase commercials, digital ads, flyers, mailers, all the things so that we can spread the word about this grassroots movement that is people powered. And so, yes,
Mm.
Mike,
Ah,
if folks got 5 on it, they can
they got
put
5 on.
5 on it. They need to,
Come
it
on.
costs $100 to fill this tank. And
Yes.
so we on the move. Florida is 67 counties.
Mm.
Woo child.
So,
Woo
so Angie,
child.
you basically, not you like you doing it like you doing it definitely grassroots style. You staying with cousins, aunties, and everybody. You call them like,
I am really, yeah, Mike, what's interesting. So I used to be a single mom for like 12 years,
okay,
and I still operate in a single mom mindset as in regards to being very frugal. Now,
yes,
my husband will be like, he says, "Girl, just let me do it. Like, let me help you know." like,
yeah,
but no, I'm very frugal, and I just want to be a good steward of people's money. And you know what? That's honestly how I legislate as well. I
yeah,
just believe that like the taxpayer money should be spent on taxpayers and not
okay,
spent on billionaires who are just really just trying to enrich themselves.
wow, wow. Hey, that's commendable though that you willing to use your funds to kind of not really spend it on just hotel rooms and just things that you using that thing to feed yourself, put gas in your car, and all the other little small things. They're comfortable. Being comfortable in a bed ain't the goal right now. I mean,
No, it's
yeah,
about talking to these people and
yeah,
getting these
knocking
votes.
on those doors.
I actually just left a barber shop where I was able to talk to some black men today, and whoo, they gave me an earful. But I'm excited. I had one that said that he's gonna register as a Democrat. He's a I think he's an MPA right now. He said he's
Right.
gonna register as a Democrat so he can
Wow.
vote for me because he likes what I had to say.
Wow.
And look, it's all about putting people first for me. I just believe that hardworking everyday people should get to shape what our economies look like and what our communities look like. And right now, hardworking folks ain't getting to shape it. Right now, it is
No.
that ultra wealthy billionaire
Yeah.
class that is determining our policies right now in the country.
Man, I'm gonna get back to that because yeah, because I can bridge a gap or two with a couple of questions right there. So you grew up where, Angie? Where did you grow up? For the
Yeah,
people that may not know who you are.
for sure. I grew up in Northwest Jacksonville, Duval County,
Duval.
Duval, and I grew up on Moncrief, like, the infamous Moncrief that Cat Williams talked about
Yeah, yeah,
in his sketch, his comedy sketch.
right.
And I grew up in a predominantly black area. My mom was a union member.
Uh-huh.
My dad was an Army veteran. And I grew up and having to be bused across town because my mama told me she didn't want to make the same mistake she made with my brother.
Mm,
I didn't know what she meant at the time, but basically she felt as though the neighborhood school and it didn't have the same resources that more affluent more schools in affluent neighborhoods
Right.
had. And so I got bused across town at a very young age and got exposed to a lot of things that I wouldn't have been exposed to
On the other side of
going to
town.
school in the north side, right? And then
Yeah.
I got involved in like advocacy and organizing, community organizing, because I lost my cousin to the school to prison pipeline, and my cousin actually went to a neighborhood school. And so he went in and out of jail and things like that, and long story short, he got shot and killed by a quote unquote friend. And
Mm.
I just feel like if his neighborhood school would have been fully resourced, if he would have had the same opportunities that I did, I feel that my cousin would have still been here with me to this day. And so that's why I am really a staunch advocate for public schools and really making sure that they're fully resourced, and folks and the kids have what they need to become successful members of our community.
Right. Right. So, and you said something a moment ago. You said mom was a union member and dad was a military guy.
Yeah, my
How
dad
was
was an
like
Army
that?
veteran.
Yeah. So growing up, discipline wise, I mean, was that tough for you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
listen. Yes, it was very tough, and I grew up, down south in a black Christian family. Our family was somewhat, conservative. I could not listen to music unless it was like Christian music. And
Mm.
so having to sneak and listen to music, and now it's like totally different for my kids because I let them listen to whatever they want to listen to, because I just believe that
You said
we should give our
mom
children
choices.
free will,
Yeah.
exactly, choices
Yeah.
and free will.
Yeah.
And I have to trust that I raised them the right way, right?
Right.
And
Right.
so,
Right.
like, but yes, just now that you asked me that, no, it was a very strict household, and I
Yeah.
could not
Yeah.
listen
No.
to secular music.
Yeah. So, is dad from Florida, or he just migrated there for the military?
Yeah, so my family actually, so he moved to Florida while he was in, I want to say, middle school or high school, I
Okay.
believe. I know my mom for sure moved while she was in high school, but they both came from like southern Georgia.
Wow.
My mom came from Waycross, and my dad came from Broxton, Georgia.
Oh, they both came from Georgia, huh?
Yeah, Southern
That's how
Georgia.
they connect. That's how they
You
connected.
hear this drawl. You hear this drawl.
Yeah.
That Southern drawl. I can't help it.
Yeah, you was in the household with it, but mom and dad had something in common, like Bobby Brown and Whitney Houston. So they from Georgia, and that's how they connected. Okay, I
They
got it.
from Georgia.
Yeah,
Yes, they from
yeah.
Georgia.
2 Georgia
Yes,
kids up in Florida, they like, they realized they had something in common, you know? Anyway,
yes,
um,
exactly.
yeah, and I know you weren't no shy kid growing up. You couldn't been a shy kid growing up. No.
I was shy every now and then, and so
It's called selective shyness.
yeah, I would say
I
that. I
choose
was
when
a
to be shy.
thespian. I wasn't shy when I was acting on the stage. But yeah, no,
Oh,
I
oh,
played sports for a little bit, but
really? Hold on
I
now.
was a little shy.
What kind of sports you play?
I played basketball
Okay,
and I ran track. But then I did that for my freshman and sophomore year, and then
okay. Hold on, we'll bring her back. Yeah,
yeah, sorry about that.
that's okay. That's okay.
But no, I played sports throughout middle school and high school, and then my junior and senior year, I decided to really delve deep into drama and becoming a thespian. And I
Okay,
was a little actress.
thespian. Okay, that's a good. Hey, that's a nice skill to have, and
Yeah,
even with acting and having. We should get back on 1 second here. Yeah, we back. We back.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah,
Everything is here.
yeah. Um, it doesn't matter. We'll keep on bringing you back if we need to. We'll keep on bringing you back until it's over with. So, now, I was gonna say, and we're gonna move on, but that is a great skill to have. some skills. You been involved in getting into acting and all kinds of things like that. It helps get you out of your comfort zone. And kids, man, I expose my kids, my wife and I, to a lot of different things, so they wouldn't be afraid when it's time to when they get older and when it's time to maybe do a little bit of public speaking, maybe being
Exactly.
able to sell themselves in some type of way, whether it be a job interview or whatever, to help them hone that skill. You know what I mean? Getting outside their comfort zone to get comfortable again. That's growth.
Exactly, exactly. And we have to do that for our kids. We have to put them in good situations so that they can learn different skills. And it is definitely important for them to be able to speak up for themselves and to know how to speak, to know how
Yes,
to advocate for themselves. So yeah, most definitely.
absolutely. So, high school, high school was pretty good.
Yeah, high school was good. I went to Stanton College Preparatory High School. We were number one in the nation at the time. I then went on to the University of Florida, Go Gators. And
Hold
so I
on, pump
am,
your brakes, pump your brakes, pump your brakes, pump
I am
your
a
brakes.
Gator.
Yes, 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 yes. Because I was going to ask you, after high school, you went to Florida.
Yes,
Okay,
you got Mike. Don't do
okay.
us like that. The University of Florida.
The University of Florida.
The University of Florida, Gator Nation, baby, Gator
Yeah.
Nation. So yeah, I'm a Gator. I actually majored in political science, and then I came back home after graduating, and I interned with then City Councilwoman Mia Jones. That's where I
Okay.
fell in love. Yeah, I fell in love with community service and public service. And
Okay.
when she resigned to run for state rep. Actually, this seat that I had, she resigned to run for state rep, and I actually ran for her city council seat. I didn't win, but that opened up a lot of doors,
Yeah.
and I really fell in love with like being behind the scenes and advocating and really like working on campaigns and becoming an organizer.
Yeah.
And after that, I became a community organizer for a while.
Hmm.
And then there was someone in this seat who is actually District 14 is the seat that I was in before. And then it's now District 13 after redistricting. But
Okay.
I was trying to find someone to run against the lady who was in this seat because she said things like she thank God for slavery. If it wasn't for slavery, she would be over in Africa somewhere worshiping a tree. And so,
Wow.
yeah,
That's what she
yeah,
said.
that's what she said.
Oh my
And
God.
I think
Where's she now?
she's back in the state house due to redistricting. She was able to run for 14 again, and I had to run for 13. So she's back. But I think she is now um past that, and I don't think she still feels that way. I
Wow.
don't think she feels that way, but
I want to ask
yeah.
you so bad why you don't think she feel that way. I mean, you don't have
Um
to ask that, but
I think she
but
I
that's just a
mean,
great follow up question, though.
yeah,
You
no,
got me on the cliff. You got me on the cliff when you do stuff like that. Yeah.
no, I think she has evolved. I think she
Okay.
has evolved. So in
Okay.
a good way. So
In a good way.
that's great. In
All
a
right.
good way.
All right.
Yes.
That's if you feel that and that's your assessment, I'm yeah.
Like,
No, I'm
so
thinking
no,
that
I think she has evolved, and she's good now on certain things,
yeah,
certain bills. I'm like, girl, why did you vote that way? But
yeah,
no, she's okay. And then yeah, so I've been a state lawmaker for 6 years now, and
yeah,
now I'm also running for United States Senate because democracy in our country is falling. Like our institutions are literally falling, and everything is on fire. And I think now is the time that we need to send unapologetic fighters with good ideas
yes,
to Washington, D.C.
yes, yes. I agree, man. It, we in a we're in a very dark place right now, and we need fighters right now.
Yeah.
Definitely, we
Yeah.
need. Yeah, we don't need people to duck, run, hide, get up on the tree, or run to Africa. We need fighters today.
No,
Yeah,
no, we don't.
yeah,
And we need fighters. We need people who aren't fighting just for the sake of fighting. We need people who are fighting and have like a clear vision for our country. And I think I definitely have that. Like I stated before, I believe that hardworking everyday people should get to determine what their communities look like and what their economies look like. And right now, just rich people are doing that. Like they're the ones who are deciding the policies. They're patting the campaign coffers of people in office, and we can't continue to allow that. And so yeah, that's why I'm running for office.
Absolutely. Well, we appreciate you too, and we're glad that you're doing so. Let's keep this train going. So you went to the Florida University.
The
Hey, the
University of
Florida
Florida.
University of
The
Florida. Yeah.
University of Florida.
Now,
Yes,
I
yes,
went to
yes.
HBCU, so I mean,
Okay, which one did you go
I went
to?
to Miles College here in Birmingham, Alabama.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
okay,
So let me ask you a question. This is going to be a little bit, just a little bit slightly off the path. Um, just so you know, no shade though, but I am from a small town in Florida called Pahokee.
okay. Pahokee.
Yes, yes. You know about Pahokee, right?
I
Yeah,
know. Isn't
yeah,
that where
yeah. The
the
sugar cane.
sugar industry? Yeah, the
Yeah,
sugar cane
yeah,
industry.
yeah.
Yes.
And then you got Belglade. But
Yep.
just to say the least, a lot of the football players, Florida recruit heavy
Yeah,
down there.
y'all.
Yeah,
Listen, y'all.
yeah,
I mean, it
yeah.
wasn't a lot to do down there in Pahokee, but play sports,
That's
right?
it.
Play football.
That's it. But hey, well, we trying to figure it out now. We going through um, a situation where we trying to better the city and put the city back in a good place. The city struggled for a long time because of mismanagement, but
Mm.
that's a whole nother situation, a whole nother story. But when you talk about how things are ran globally, well, not even globally, but in the U.S. and how things are structured, I think about Pahokee and how Pahokee was a thriving town at one point in time when they had money there. And when people with the money left, the city kind of fell to the wayside. So,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
then a lot of people like that look like you and I in positions to do the work fail the city. You know,
Mm.
yeah. So we struggling right now, big time. When you have a chance, take a look at the city council meeting, but great people, but it 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 just suffering from the small city small town syndrome, brain drain too, so to speak. The youngest and the brightest don't come back. You know, so
Yeah, I
yeah,
understand and know a lot about that. And
yeah.
look, I would say also just I believe like the sugar industry ain't necessarily helping it over there either. They're kind of like working
Girl,
people down to the bare bones and
ooh,
everything like that. And that's what these corporations are doing. So,
yeah.
and then the burning of the sugar cane, it's bad all around.
And you don't even stay down there, and you don't even live down there, and you have just a common sense approach. It ain't helping the situation. But you know what? I got to get you voted in, so we ain't gonna talk about. Oh man! So man, you got a large task ahead of you right now. You're on the campaign trail. You campaigning. You doing what you got to do to secure some voting in the state of Florida. And I am, I know you have a degree in political science, and I know you studied at the University of Florida. But what is your motivation to become a United States senator?
Yeah, I would have to say the motivation is definitely my kids and everyone's kids, that just trying to leave them a world, a country that is better off than what it is right now. I just know and see, like right now, everything is on fire. Like it is literally on fire. And the fact that corp Corruption is the day. Like that is all that is like that's
Corruption is normal.
massive amount is it is normalized.
It's
Is
normalized.
the country is in total chaos. There's absolutely no accountability. There's no transparency. People, it's just total utter lawlessness that's happening by the folks who are in power, who should be, doing doing the right thing, doing everything decent and in order, and that is not the case. But right now they are just bullying people, and there's no moral compass that the majority of these folks in power have. And it shouldn't be that way. Like, and folks are working harder than ever, longer hours overnight, and they have nothing to show for it.
Man.
And I am tired of that. I'm tired of talking to people who don't have enough money for quality health care. So
Mm, mm,
instead of like going to the emergency room if they're sick, like they gonna take some ginger ale or spray some Windex on it, like
man.
just crazy stuff because they're worried about the hospital bill. Like there's a woman by the name of Miss D. She's a breast cancer survivor, and her cancer returned recently.
Jesus.
And
Jesus. Jesus.
she may have to refinance her home because her health insurance didn't cover all of the cost of
Oh
her
my
medical
God.
expenses. But guess what, Mike? Like this won't even be the first time that she's had to do that. She's
Oh my
already had to
God.
refinance her home to help pay for her medical expenses. And
Wow.
we are in the United States of America. Like
Man.
this is supposed to be a first world country, and the fact that medical debt is the leading cause of bankruptcy, like think about it. People are literally going bankrupt simply for
Jesus.
trying to stay alive, and I have a
Man.
problem with that. And
Man. I
so
mean, come on, man. Go ahead. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
no, I'm just like, I have a problem with that, and I'm definitely going to be fighting against that to really address that issue. That's like, that shouldn't be happening. I want to push for Medicare for all. The problem is we have these insurance companies that are just trying to make profits off of
Not, no, 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 no,
everybody.
no, no. They're not trying. They are
They
making.
are. Yes, they
Yeah,
are.
yeah.
You are
They're not
right. They
trying. They're
are.
not trying.
They're making all this money, and then they're denying people's claims. They
Yeah.
won't like allow people to have certain procedures or certain medicine because that'll cause them to lose out on profit. And so I'm like, nah, let's cut all that out. Let's go ahead and have this public option, this Medicare for all, and we make sure that everybody is covered. Like you got to think, there's other countries all across the globe
That are
that
doing
have,
some.
yes,
Yeah.
that
They're doing
have
some.
this.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
instead, we're a super uber capitalist society, and like we're
Yeah.
making it so that like
Yeah. The rich get
everything
rich
that
and the
should be
poor
a
stay
right,
poor. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
everything that should be a right is now like they try to make money off of it. Like,
Yeah, these guys are measuring their genitals by the money that they make, man, and at the same time, man, they keeping people like myself and you, at the bottom of the totem pole, man. It's just greed, man. We are so in the midst of greed. We
yep.
Greed is so bad that some of these people will go to church and pray to God on Sunday and and rob you on Monday.
Listen,
How we
listen.
living? How are we living, man? We living foul.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening, and it is crazy that the majority of the wealth is like held by like 1.5% of people. That's
Yeah,
absolutely absurd. Absolutely absurd.
golly, man. So, what make your campaign different from from the others in this race?
Yeah.
You
So
know,
I would say what makes my campaign different is that we're literally going all across the state having conversations with people. Literally, I'm in the van, right?
yeah,
And I am
right now
talking
to
right
me
now, right
in the
now,
van
in the van,
on the campaign trail.
on the campaign trail.
Man, look,
And
look. This is my new friend, man. She took time out in the van. She in the
in
van
the
talking to me
van.
like I'm one of her homies. You know, like on the drive home from work in the van.
Oh
Go ahead,
man.
go ahead. But I
But yeah,
appreciate
no, so I'm out talking to people and I'm out talking to communities, even if like folks may not be as friendly to me or like as open to me, but I want to have a conversations with them. I want to listen to them. It's not just about me talking, it's actually about me listening to them and what their issues are and their concerns, and also what some of their hopes and dreams are. And I am literally the only person in the primary, in the Republican primary. I'm not a Republican, but they're not doing this. But I'm also the only person in the Democratic primary like that is doing this. And so I go meet people where they are and have conversations and really build, work to build relationships with them, because like, how am I going to represent you and I don't know you? I don't know what your community needs are and
Mm,
things like that. And so I am the total opposite. And I hope that is what takes me. Oh, I know that is what will take me over the top to become the next United States Senator here in the state of Florida.
mm. So, what's your vision for Florida?
Yeah. My vision for Florida, my vision for this country is to have like hardworking people determine what our communities and economies look like. I
I
believe,
knew you were gonna say that because I heard that before. No, I'm listening. I'm
yeah,
listening to you. Yeah, go
yeah,
ahead.
but no, like seriously, Mike, like I believe like right now we have these billionaires that are billionaires and millionaires that are like running the show, like literally millionaire
Absolutely,
lawmakers, right?
absolutely.
And so I honestly believe that if we had more construction workers, more custodians, more school bus drivers, more nurses, more teachers, all the more engineers, like if we had those type of people, scientists, if we had those type of people that were lawmakers, instead of like these millionaires or these people that are bought and paid for or that work for these corporations, can you imagine what type of economy and what type of like policies would be pushed
Mm.
out of office from them? Like I like
We're gonna bring on in a second. We lost Angie for 1 second here. We'll bring on in 1 second. Man, hey, if y'all watching, man, we're talking to Angie Nixon. She is running for U.S. Senate. She is a Florida state representative, and she's doing what she got to do to make to obtain this seat. Let's bring her back on. Angie, you back on with us.
yeah, I'm sorry about that. Multiple
That,
people broke through my do not disturb. So sorry about that. But
that is all
no,
good.
yeah, so I just believe like if we had like hardworking people like that were lawmakers or that helped craft policy, that this world would be so much different. Like I legislate from a place having been a former single mom for 12 years. Like
Mhm, mhm.
I always like have been advocating for public education, for early childhood education, to make it affordable, making it quality, right? Like
Yeah, yeah.
making sure it's not causing parents to be stressed out and all the things. And so like if we had more people from these different areas, these hardworking working class communities, like
Right.
actually being lawmakers or writing policies, this country would be totally different. We wouldn't see tax breaks for the rich. We wouldn't
Mm,
see these corporate giveaways or corporate loopholes where people get tax breaks for buying yachts and buying jets. Like
mhm,
that is wild to me, right? Like we would
mm.
actually see, things like universal basic income for families. There's like a small little stipend that like some people could have so that they wouldn't be stressed out and struggling so much. They work, and like I want to be clear, like this is something that was done in Stockton, like universal basic income, and it's done in certain countries too, where like working class folks like they get a nice stipend to help subsidize, since we know like that these capitalists, these rich people, are getting all these tax breaks or like making all this money and not paying people living wages, right? And so people overwhelmingly, when they have things like universal basic income, like they put that towards like their bills and like
Yeah.
they're less stressed out. I don't know if you've seen, Mike, but right now there has been a lot of domestic violence and partner violence that's happening. And I believe a lot of that has to do with the fact that people's mental health is not all the way there right now. And people are stressed out about their finances, and it's only going to get worse, especially since we keep seeing a rising cost of gas. And then with the rising cost of gas, everything else is going up. And so, like, we're going to see people like resort to violence, be it to like provide food on their table, like by, stealing stuff or whatever. And
Right.
then also, like, when you stressed out for
Man,
money, you got an attitude.
yeah, we're talking about triggers, man. You're talking about things that can trigger someone, man. Being in stressful situations is not good, especially if they are persistent stressful issues. You see them all the time; they present all the time, and you just can't see your way out of them, man. You done seen the show Snap, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes, yes.
and I don't think any of us are an exception to maybe one day going off the deep end if we try to utilize the difference between them and some of us that we better use our coping skills and the tools that we have.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
man, it's crazy.
Exactly. Exactly. And so, if we don't have someone to address that issue, these issues of our economy and things like that, it's only going to get worse.
Yes, yes. Um, you said a mouthful. You did. Um, what do you believe a role? And I think you know what this is gonna be a rhetorical question because you already summarized this. I had a list of questions and you kind of killed them all though. But, yeah, because when you were talking, my question, one of the questions I was going to ask you, I go and ask you, what is the role of a U.S. senator? I mean, what do you think a role of you? And you said to me a moment ago um, that they should be working, working for the people, working for
Hmm.
the everyday common people, not the
Yeah.
billionaires, not the millionaires. So,
Yeah.
but you can add to that if you want.
Yeah, and so I would say, like, there's three branches of government. You got your
No,
judicial,
no,
which
hold
is,
on, hold on. Some people don't know that.
and that's why I'm gonna go through it, right?
Go
So,
through,
like,
go through, because
yeah, so
I know somebody
okay,
by the
let's
name.
let's break it down.
Okay.
Let's even back up a little further than that. So there's three levels of government, right? You
Yeah.
have your local government,
Yes.
you have your state government, which I am a part of right now, and then you have
Yeah.
your federal government, which
Yeah.
is,
Senate.
Washington
Yeah.
D.C. And
Yeah.
so you have three levels,
That's
right?
right.
And
That's right.
so then you have three branches that are at
That's right.
every level. You have your judicial branch, which are your
Yeah.
judges.
Hmm.
You have your executive branch, which on the
Yeah.
federal level is the president, on the
Yeah.
state level is the governor,
Hmm.
on the local level is usually your mayor. And then you have your legislative branch. On the
Hmm.
legislative side, like in the federal level, you have the US
Yeah.
Congress,
Hmm.
House of Representatives, and then your US senators, right? And then you also have on the state level, you have like your state house and your state senate. And then you have on your local levels, you have like your commissioners or your city councils, right?
Hmm.
And so on the federal level, what a US senator is like what we do is we legislate, like we craft laws to federal laws that actually sometimes like they have an effect, like a trickle down effect on a lot of things. And so I would say for sure, like I want to push for Medicare for all, making sure that everybody has access to quality health care and don't have to pay for it. So that would be something that we could push, and we could preempt local governments to state governments to make sure, like, to make it mandatory, right?
Hmm.
I also want to push for things like capping early childhood education at $10 a day, and then figuring out the money so we can make universal child care like free. So like making it so that we're subsidizing like the tax money that we get from these companies, that we get from income taxes and all the things like that. We want to like don't like we want to subsidize parents to make sure that they can send their children to school, because a lot of children are going to school behind because parents can't afford to send their child to a quality early learning center. And so, like, looking at things like that. But I also think it's important to note that U.S. senators, they confirm a lot of the appointments for the president, so we can like vote against some of his confirmation, like some of his appointments, like Secretary of State, the department, the heads of the departments, like the Department of Education, the head of the FBI, like the secretaries and all those things. Like, we can confirm those or like vote against those, right?
Mhm, mhm.
Um we also what else do we also confirm like he'll appoint a Supreme Court justice if there's a vacancy. Like, we can confirm those or vote against those. We're also supposed to be a check, like it's checks and balances. We're supposed to be
Right,
a check and
right.
balance for like the president. Like,
Yeah.
but right now, US senators, the majority of them in DC, the Republicans, including some of the Democrats, they've just been a rubber stamp for Donald Trump. And I can promise you this, Mike, when I go up there, I will not be a rubber stamp for Donald Trump.
Right,
I will be going to
right,
the U.S. Senate in Washington, D.C. to shake things up a bit and to like check him and let him know, like, we're not going along with this stuff anymore. We are not going to
right.
continue this corruption and this chaos here. We're actually going to hold you accountable. And as a matter of fact, if they vote to impeach you in the House, I'm going to vote to remove you in the Senate. And then we going to try to make sure that the Department of Justice prosecutes you so you can be locked up, because he is
Mm,
a problem. And
mm.
so that is what I promise as a U.S. Senator.
Whoa, whoa. That's gonna be that's gonna be interesting. I like to see no, no,
Epic.
yeah,
Epic.
yeah, yeah, because it's gonna be epic because you got a bunch of people just running wild right now, just letting anything go. And when you mention rebel stamp, it is a rebel stamp. And man, I have so much forgive me. I'm a mental health counselor at heart. I have so much what's the word I'm looking for? Um God dog it, I had it at the tip of my tongue. I'm optimistic, man, but at the moment I express my optimism, I, it's almost like a balloon with the air somebody poking with the balloon, the air goes out of me, man. But because the moment, but now we're going through this whole thing with gerrymandering, redistricting. I can't even say the word redistrict.
Ing.
Yeah, and why could I?
Yeah.
I guess it's my drink, man. I'm sorry. With the whole thing of just going through this whole thing, man. It's like, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah,
Because
for sure.
a moment ago, I was gonna play the video, but I decided not to. But you did a sit in and you protested that whole thing.
I did. I did.
Just
Yeah, so
give me a
yeah, so
little
I can
brief.
tell you about it. So
Yeah,
yeah, so um let me back up. Like, back in 2022, so I want to be clear. Like, back in 2022, Ron DeSantis then unconstitutionally drew two withdrew like drew maps to remove two black congressional districts. That was back in
absolutely,
2022. So I want to let folks know that I stopped and disrupted the House proceedings during that vote as well, like back in 2022. So I did that. I was able to shut that down for like over an hour and highlight the unjust things that they were doing. Fast
absolutely.
forward. So a few, like last year, Donald Trump told some red states that some governors of some red states, hey, I need y'all to find me some congressional seats, because if you don't, they gonna vote to impeach me and try to send me to jail. Um,
Wow.
and so yeah, so that's why all this redistricting is happening right
Hmm.
now.
Hmm.
And The thing is, though, number one, in the state of Florida, it is the obligation, the lawful duty of the state legislators to draw the maps. That's number one.
Okay. Say that
Ron
one more time.
DeSantis,
Say, say that one more
it is
time.
our duty as state legislators, the Florida House and the Florida
Yeah.
Senate, to draw the maps.
Okay.
It is not Ron DeSantis's job. He got someone from his office to draw the maps. That's number one. That's a no-no. Number two, in 2010, we being the voters in the state of Florida, put it on the ballot for us to not, like, for lawmakers to not allow, not to draw, they could not draw the maps in a partisan fashion. It was a ballot amendment called Fair Districts.
Hmm.
And so that was what we were, that's what we voted on. Over 60, I think 63% of people voted in support of fair districts. I remember voting for that. I was fresh out of college.
Hmm.
Um, and so we voted on that. So Ron DeSantis drew maps and did it in a partisan fashion. And how do we know he did this for sure? Because he released the maps before he even released it to us as lawmakers, to Fox News, color coded it red and blue. So he
Wow.
showed the old map where we had more seats on there. Then he showed the new map where four of our seats now become red. So they went from blue to red.
Right.
So it illustrated that they were partisan, they were gerrymandering in a partisan fashion. That's illegal and it's unconstitutional
Uh,
according to the Constitution that we voted on, that the voters voted on in 2010.
hmm.
So I decided, after I did my debate and we did our debates,
Yes.
mind you, that these people, these Republicans, were also cutting our debates off. They were also not allowing us to ask all the questions that we wanted to ask.
They were mo-
And just being like just rigging, like changing the rules as they go. So I
monopolizing the
decided,
whole process.
yeah,
Yeah.
just the process was just like, yeah, it was
There was no
crazy.
process. Shoot, go ahead.
None at all. And so then I decided, all right, like, so y'all doing illegal stuff. I'm about to disrupt this and call it out. So got on the bullhorn
Go
and
ahead, girl.
did what needed to be done. And I did that. I knew I was not going to be able to stop the vote, but I
Yeah.
did that to raise awareness about what was happening. If I wouldn't have done that, I don't think you would have knew that, Mike, about what was
No,
going
no,
on.
no, 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 no. And a lot more other people wouldn't have known that either. You took a stance. No, I wouldn't have known that. I'm way in Alabama. You see what I'm saying? And you can't
Yep.
keep, or you try to keep up with most of it because that's my home state. But I think I keep up more locally than anything because that's where change have to take place more. Yeah, well, change have to take place all over, but you want to see change take place locally too. But
Right.
I would have never known that at that moment, you know.
Right.
And go ahead,
Yeah,
girl.
and so like that's why I did that, right? To like raise awareness and let people know that they're rigging maps in support of Donald Trump. They
Yeah,
are trying to steal an election. And then like they are basically telling the voters, no, you can't decide who represents you. We're going to choose our voters. That's what they're saying. And
right.
like that's dead wrong. And it's causing Black representation to be diminished, like our voices to be diminished. And I wasn't with that. And so I wind up, there was a rally. So first of all, I got reprimanded for that formally a week or so later.
Yeah,
Mind you, there were literally lawmakers fighting on the House floor some years ago, they said, and they had never received a formal reprimand, but they reprimanded me.
yeah.
Whatever. But then after the day after the reprimand, there was a rally across the street that we spoke at in response to these maps. And then we walked over to the governor's office and we tried to schedule a meeting with him. He did not, he was not there, but he also did not send someone to come out to speak to us like they said that they were going to. And also, like, he flies back to Tallahassee every night, basically. But he did not want to come speak with us, and so we refused to leave. Some of us, and like four of us got arrested. And so I look what good is the decorum when democracy is falling? Like our country is falling apart, it's on fire, all the things. I'm gonna stand up and speak out and like galvanize a base and call a thing a thing. Like we can't keep acting like these people in power are good adversaries. They're not.
Yeah.
Like they are trying to destroy our country. They are destroying our country. So people upset at me about a bullhorn. Why? Like I am getting in good trouble the way that
With
John
John
Lewis
Lewis.
told us to ask. He
Yeah.
told us to do.
Yeah. 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 Absolutely. And you got to continue to be in. We got to continue to be in the voice because we need a lot more others to follow suit. So, in your opinion, how can the federal government, in your opinion, create more opportunities for black-owned businesses? Have you thought about that?
Yeah, for sure. I'm a black owned business. I have a black owned business and my husband has a black owned business. Look, we need to make sure that we are doing more opportunity zones. We also need to make sure that like we are offering up, I would say, no interest loans
Yeah.
through the SBA. There needs to be more workshops. A lot of times black owned businesses start out of desperation, and so they we don't necessarily start our businesses the right way. We just like open them up, and so we
The
need to
business.
basically like we don't set stuff up the right way, and so
Right.
like we need some more assistance like to
Right.
do it the right way. And so like I would say allowing small owned businesses to have more support in regards to that, making sure that there are more set asides, rolling back a lot of these anti DEI practices, because this anti DEI stuff, these attacks on DEI, has actually harmed a lot of small black owned businesses. But I do believe like that we need to make sure that there are some set aside so that there's a lot of businesses that they make their money, they make generational wealth off of getting like federal contracts and that type of stuff, governmental contracts. And so I want to make sure that black owned businesses have a piece of that pie too. And so
Yeah.
making sure that like we rescind a lot of the stuff that Donald Trump did so that we can open it up for small businesses to really flourish.
Yeah. Yeah. And homelessness, not even homeless, now the homeowners,
Yeah.
homeowners.
Yeah.
Um, what are your take on affordable housing?
Yeah, so I think I totally believe we need more affordable housing options. I believe that we need to not allow private equity firms to purchase up all of the single family homes. I believe single families should be able to own and live in single family homes. I know some people may be upset about this, but I also believe there needs to be a cap on the amount of investment properties, single family home properties that like investors can buy. I believe it should be around like 25, because there's a lot of investors that purchase like hundreds of homes and that type of stuff, and then they become slumlords, and then like um they're able to adjust the market the way in which they want to,
Yeah.
which will
Yeah.
cause rents to go up and that
Yeah.
type of stuff, people's
Right.
property values to jump or to go
Mhm.
down
Mhm.
depending on how they keep their property. And so I believe like we need to cap that, right? Like, and be really like, working with the local governments and the state to make sure like that the zoning is right, to
Yeah.
make sure that there's affordable housing options. But also like I purchased my first home through community development block grant money that trickled down to like the state and to the local government, and I was able to get first time home buyer assistance with down payment assistance. And then when I faced foreclosure, I was also able to get access to money from HUD that
Yeah.
I had to pay it back after like so many years or
Right.
whatever. But I was able to get money to to save my home to stop my foreclosure.
Right.
And this was as I was a single parent.
Right.
And
Right.
so like unfortunately Donald Trump came in with his big BS bill and he cut a lot of those programs.
Right.
And
Right.
so I am totally supportive of like refunding those programs to help a lot of hardworking people who do need to who want to enjoy the American dream, but they just can't afford it right now.
Wow. So I'm listening to you, and the whole time you talking it, but you experience a lot of these things yourself. You're very relatable. So at the end of the day, why are you so transparent? A lot of people wouldn't come on here and talk about, hey, I was facing foreclosure. You know, no, seriously, a lot of people.
Yeah.
But that's refreshing to know that you would, and to someone that can vote for someone like a common person. I mean, that's what people need to hear, and people want to hear that. People want to hear that, hey, I'm in this struggle with you. You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not talking from a millionaire billionaire standpoint. I'm talking from someone that's done been there, done that, and not saying that you are now, but a couple paychecks away from it again. You know, because I feel like I am. You know,
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
something can happen today or tomorrow, and my life is upside down.
Yeah. And I mean, you know, Mike, like it's the same way with between me and my husband. Like we are small business owners and
Yes,
we have to try.
she'll be back, guys. She'll be back. Let's wait for her to come back, man. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. I'm talking with Angie Nixon, Florida State Representative candidate for U.S. Senate, and she is back. Let's bring her back on. All right. Go ahead, Angie.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But
Hey, no
no, like
problem.
I would say, me and my husband, we're small business owners,
Yes,
and we, yes, we are like, if anything emergency situation happens, like we, yeah, everything is tight, and it is
yeah,
especially because a lot of we don't have as much disposable income right now, just because everything is going up, right? And
yes,
like I said, we got
yes,
5 kids,
yes,
you
yeah,
know.
yeah, man. Hey,
One is
great.
in college, one is
Yes,
in college, one that's
yeah.
headed to the 12th
Beautiful,
grade,
beautiful.
and two in
Yeah,
middle school, and then the
yeah,
kid, the baby in early childhood education,
yeah.
VPK. And so it's
Yeah,
like it's tough, and I want people to know like that they're not alone. I also want people to know like that government done the right way can actually help improve your life and instead of like actually stressing you out or keeping you oppressed and down. And government has helped me, and I'm not on the system, like I'm not having to rely on the government right now anymore, but like it helped me. It was a safety net when I needed it the most.
absolutely.
And a lot of people need it as a hand up, right? And
Yes,
like
yes,
there's enough money to do this. We just got to make sure these billionaires and these ultra wealthy millionaires pay what they owe.
pay what they owe.
And yeah, they ain't paying people living wages, so at least we can tax them so we can make sure that everybody else that's working for them is straight and they're not struggling. And so that's why I'm so transparent about
Yes.
everything.
But I like it though because, like I said, someone that can speak freely about what they've gone through, and because there's so many other folks out there that you got more common people than we already know. You just said a percentage earlier, 1 point, well, a small percentage of those the people that's controlling everything. Man, the rest of us, we just want to make ends meet. We just want to be able to take care of our family. We
We
just
don't
want
want
to
to
be
just
able.
make ends meet. We want to be
Okay.
able to be comfortable, right?
Yeah.
And
Okay. Okay.
so,
Thank
yeah,
you.
and so
Thank
I
you. Thank
think we
you.
shouldn't just survive anymore.
I,
People want to thrive and flourish. So,
you
yeah.
know what? Thank you for that clarification.
Yeah.
We want a piece of the pie, basically.
Exactly. And
Yeah,
we
yeah,
deserve a piece of the
yeah,
pie.
yeah. Well, y'all can't eat the whole pie and the whole cake and give us crumbs. You
Hell
know,
no. Give
yeah,
us like
yeah,
we deserve
yeah.
this, right? Like we help.
Angie, man, hey, Thank you for clarifying that because you know we want a piece of the pie. Bottom line,
Yeah.
yeah, we tired
Yeah.
of eating crumbs, man, and we deserve a piece of the pie. Y'all eating the whole cake, whole pie, and we getting crumbs.
That's right. That's
Come on,
right. Exactly.
yeah. So
And we made the pie.
oh yeah, and we make the pie, and y'all take the pie from us.
Exactly. Crazy.
God, dog. God. Now, if you could change one law today or tomorrow, what would it be?
Yeah, I would definitely. And the main thing, like I said, medical debt is the leading cause of bankruptcy.
Yes.
People are going bankrupt simply for trying to stay alive. So Medicare for all is something that I believe in. That would also, first of all, that would help small business owners because a lot of business owners don't hire people because they can't afford to pay for their medical expenses, their health insurance, and so that would help small business owners, and it would help people like so they don't have to put money towards premiums and
Mhm.
deductibles and all the things, and so that'll automatically put people's money back in their pocket right away, and so that's the first thing that I would definitely do.
Okay. So you young, you fairly young. You know you got 5 kids and you and your family. Um, and you got a lot of experience. What life experience best prepared you for this moment?
Yeah, for sure. So I would have to say that the life experience that prepared me for this moment would have to be being a single mom.
That's tough.
I was a single mom for 12 years, and learning how to advocate for myself and for my daughter, and making sure that she's good and making sure that she's straight, and like I treat the community like I treated my daughter in a sense that like I want my community to be straight. I want them to have what they need. I don't want them to be stressed out. And so like I fight for that. Like I provide ideas and solutions on how to address that. And so I would say like that is what has helped me be the legislator that I am today and the leader that I feel is needed during these times of bold attacks right now.
Yeah, what your husband have to say about the way you approach these things? Like
My husband is
he like I got my 22 ready. No,
no, for sure. For sure. He my husband has evolved in regards to like he
cause it
is
got to be
he
tough, Angie. Cause my
I,
wife, it got to be tough. Cause I'm like, you a firecracker, man. He like, man. I know he down for the cause though, cause he with you.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
but he's
He yeah,
say something to
he
me,
tells
Angie.
people he tells people like we're a team, and he was like, why wouldn't he want a good player on his team? Like
Yes,
it doesn't make sense to not have a good player. He know he got somebody who's gonna hustle, who's gonna
yeah,
fight, who's gonna and so he's like he's good. He's really down. My husband's amazing.
yeah,
First of all, like I put it, ladies, vision board, do it, pray over it, all the things. My husband, I wrote
yeah.
everything I wanted out on my vision board.
For a husband, for a husband. Yeah.
For a
Okay,
husband, for a career, all the
okay,
things.
okay.
Listen, Mike, and then he said, the only thing you ain't put on here was height for me. He was like, you should have been more specific. Cause I'm a little taller than
Yeah, hey, that's my guy. That hey, boy, hey. Height don't determine a man's heart, though. I bet you that. Yeah, yeah,
And so like I was like, I want someone that loves to cook because, like, I'm so busy. I'm on the go. I
yeah.
can't really cook. And so, like, he loves to cook or whatever. I'll
Okay,
clean. Oh my God, I have to
okay.
clean. But,
That's all like
like,
my
I put
household.
everything down. He's a great dad. Like, he's a my daughter. So like we have a blended family.
Okay.
But the daughter that we had together, like she's a daddy's girl, all the things, and
Mhm,
like
mhm.
it's just he's an amazing dad. He's an amazing man, and I'm happy that he's here with me. And it's so funny because I asked him, I was like, "You didn't expect all of that." He was like, "Man, you have no idea." And when I need like that pick me up, like one day, a few weeks ago, I was just like, "Whatever, I'm just done. I'm just tired." He was like, "Get your stuff together. You got way too many people depending on you. You can do this. This is your time." I was like, "All right, coach.
Whoa.
All right, coach.
I'm telling you,
Yes."
I'm about to put my cleats on. That's
Right?
that's what's up, man. Hey, but you need this is not an easy task. And this is a selfless task too. You know, like he said, man, you got a lot of people depending on you, and it's up to you to it, you got to carry the torch right now, and us and the people, we got to vote you in so you can represent the people. But you got, God put you in this position, so you here now. He's so right. Got to keep on going, and you need someone like him to make sure that when you are down, that you get that lift up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So that's a
Yep.
beautiful thing, man. Yeah,
Thank you. And
that's
the
a
and the
beautiful.
family is on board too. The 5-year old.
Yeah.
Do you know my mom? Do you know my mom? My mom is Angie Nixon. She's state representative Angie Nixon. Like she is
Oh
my
man,
5-year old. But
she
she
is
was in my
fine.
belly when I ran for office. Like I was
So
I
she's
was
a
literally 9 months pregnant. I had gotten COVID and all the things.
while
Like
you was
she was,
pregnant.
yes.
Oh
And I
man,
was running for state rep. Yes. Like that is,
wow.
listen, that girl, I don't know what she gonna do when she get older, but she gonna be something great because she was already like
Yeah, she already
a leader.
politicking.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. Um, I guess we're at the stage, man, because I mean it's been late for you, and I'm gonna close it out. But a little fun fact. I mean, not fun fact, but questions, kind of loosen you up a little bit. And I appreciate all the time that you've given me thus far.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
really enjoyed this conversation. And let this not be the last conversation, So, I would like to have you on again.
Of
And
course.
we could chop it up and talk about we could talk more about specific issues that when I bring you back. But
Okay.
I really want to kind of get people who may not know you a chance to know you, you know, that's on my platform, so to speak. You
Yeah.
know. Yeah, so it's almost like changing the channel. You're on this channel now. People who may not see you on the other channel, they can see you on this channel. So, all right. So, fun questions. What is your favorite thing to do when you're not working? Because you seem because now you've been working, but say for instance, you're done.
It used to be swimming, but I ain't swam in a long in a while. But
You
I
can
like
swim.
to binge watch. I like to binge watch shows. So my
What would be one of your
shows.
favorite shows?
I love Paradise. I love Cross. I love Abbott Elementary. I love oh, what's that show on Hulu? Oh my God. The one
Okay,
with Morris Chestnut is on there now sometimes.
okay.
Shoot,
I gotta
shoot.
get
It's
my
the
weight
it's the
up.
attorney one. It's the attorney, the one where the lady is in California.
Not suits.
Reasonable doubt.
Reasonable
Reasonable
doubt.
doubt.
Okay,
Yes.
okay,
I love I love black shows with black protagonists that
okay.
just aren't about like drug dealing and that type of
Yeah,
stuff. Like
it
I
has some
love
substance
that.
to it.
Yeah, yeah,
It has some
yeah.
substance to it. Okay. All right.
And reading Afrofuturism books. So yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, would you rather be rich or famous? Which one?
Now that I am getting older, I think I would say, just based on how everything is, I think I would be rich so that I could help other people and I could like influence like lawmakers for the greater good.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. What is a hidden talent if you have one? You got no hidden talents?
Oh no,
Okay.
none at all. I can't sing.
Can't
I
sing?
I can't do. I mean, I can swim.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can swim. A lot of people,
Okay, I
a
used to
lot
be
of
a lifeguard.
okay, a lot of black folks can.
That's
But
why I
you
said that,
from
baby.
Florida
That's a
though.
talent, cause like we
But you from
still trying
Florida
to
too though.
right. But
But
there's still a lot of black people
yeah,
that can't
yeah,
swim in Florida,
yeah,
which is
yeah.
mind blowing to
And I
me.
grew up swimming in Lake Okeechobee though, so I can swim.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah. So, um, what is one of your biggest? Not even say one. What is your biggest pet peeve, if you got one?
Um, damn, it's like it's a toss up between like a dirty house.
Oh, I hate a dirt house
A
and a
dirty
dirty
house irks
and,
me.
and a dirty kitchen. Goodness,
Listen,
why
I
would you cook
yeah.
in a dirty kitchen? Go ahead.
Yeah, so a dirty house, or and people that like, I just want people to get to the point. Like, if people call you, hey, how you do? Like, you call me for something. Like, what is it? Like, what
Okay.
is it? Come on, come on, come
Oh
on, come on.
boy,
Cause
you know.
time is of the essence. I'll be like, hey girl, yeah, you good? What's up? Just get to it. Like, and
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be rude or disrespectful, but I believe like, listen,
If you call me,
I'm
stick
good,
to
you
the point.
good. Just get to the point. Like, and I hate when people like prolong. I be like,
If
let's
they can see
go.
you, if they can see you, that's how you looking on the other end of the phone call. It's like, what is this?
Yeah,
Do
I'm
not
like,
judge.
come on, I want to help you. Like, just get to it. What you need? What you need? How can I help you? Let's go.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Wow. All right. Last but not least, what is your biggest regret if you have one? You may not have one.
My biggest regret is not going to HBCU.
Whoa. I
Yeah.
like that one. Yeah.
I wish I
I
would
like
have gone to an HBCU. I'd probably be a totally different. I'd be real, like even
Yeah.
more like pro blackity, 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 blackity. I mean, I'm already that, but it'd
Yeah.
be
You
on a
are. Yeah.
whole nother level.
You know, could be. I don't know, but I think you. You get two black women, baby, to find you. No, I'm just kidding.
Around here with incense and
Yeah, yeah,
everything.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah,
yeah, I was supposed to go to Howard, and my mom was like, "It's too far."
yeah, yeah.
So
You know, Jacksonville and Gainesville is like 30, 40 minutes away. If that, if
it's
that.
like no, it's like an hour and a half.
Is
Yeah,
that long? Okay.
yeah,
I
it
don't know,
is.
man. I don't
And
remember it being that long.
listen, if you was driving that fast, buddy, you got a bunch of tickets in
I,
Lottie, okay?
yeah,
That
yeah,
speed trap that they got out there that they did an
yeah,
expose on.
yeah, yeah. So, man, hey, ladies and gentlemen, man, hey, give it up, man. Give it up for Angie Nixon, state representative,
Thank
candidate for U.S. Senate.
you.
Come on, man. Y'all, hey,
Thank you for having me.
put your hands together.
Make
Hold on.
sure you all follow me on
Well,
social
hold on.
media.
We're gonna get there. Let them people put their hands together for you. Come on now. What's wrong with y'all? We're gonna do you right. Go ahead, Angie. Give everybody your handles, man. How to
Yeah,
follow
for
you.
sure. I'm Angie for Florida. Well, it's actually Angie for FL, ANGIEFORFL. And visit my website, angienixon.com. I need your time and talent. I need y'all to volunteer with me, whatever you're good at. Like, let's bring those talents to the campaign. We also need your treasure. I'm
Yeah,
running against an
couple dollars.
establishment candidate. Yes, so send us some dollars. Put five on it. Put five.
Yeah.
Can you put $5 on the gas tank? Or you can donate $100 and fill up our gas tank. We are traveling all across the state of Florida. I need your help. So
Absolutely.
share and amplify all of my social media and let people know I'm in this race. We
Yeah.
can win this thing, y'all, but I need your help.
Man, hey, y'all go ahead, man. Y'all heard her, man. Make sure y'all follow Angie. Make sure y'all follow her on all the social media platforms. And if you got five, give her five. You got 100, give her 100. Hey, we always talk about good representation and wanting good people, want people that's down to earth. We want people that don't remind you of a typical politician. And then when we get people that looks fit the bill, we we uh, we 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 toot our nose up for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh man, they don't just, come on, make your mind up. What you want? But I know what you want, but don't be afraid to go get it.
That's
You know
right.
what you want. You know what you need. Come on, man. Support. Man, look, we're not asking for anything other than just being supported the way we need to be supported and being and having an opportunity to have a piece of the pie. That's all. We yeah, see, well, in my opinion, what I think is wrong with the other side or some of the other folks is that they think that we coming to take their pie. We don't want
Yeah,
your pie. We just want us. We want our own.
that's
Yeah,
right.
and we need y'all to respect that. That's all. I think, man. I mean, come on, man. Yeah,
You
yeah,
getting it, Mike. You
yeah,
you shifting in the seat and all. You ready?
yeah. I mean, because I've been talking this talk for a while myself, and we just got to do better, man. We got to do better. And then, when you start talking pro-black, people start thinking you're anti-white. And that's not even the case.
It's
You
not the
know,
case.
that's not the case. We man, and people, and the sad thing about them, let you go. People think most people. I don't know if they think it, but I know they say it that times are way better now for us than they were back then. But no, it's not, man. We may be more educated in some ways, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
we've gotten ourselves educated, but man, we still fighting for crumbs, man. We still fighting for equality in this what they call the U.S. Come on, the United States
Exactly.
of this America. Come on, man.
Exactly. Give. Y'all need to give it up for Mike right now. He preaching, boy.
Put the money in the offering plate so I can send it over there to you.
Hey, I
But Angie,
receive
man,
it.
yeah, I put your the way to donate one more time because we're gonna send you something too though. Go ahead.
Thank you. Yeah, it's AngieNixon.com, ANGIENIXON.com. Join our campaign, volunteer, and make sure you donate and share our message.
All right, man. All right, man. Till next time, man. And you know what I always say at the end of my segment or at the end of my show, um, I need you to look in the mirror, man. That's all I need you to do. Look in the mirror and ask yourself this one question: are you part of the problem or part of the solution? Until next time, man. It's Real Talk with Mike Steele with Angie Nixon. We're out. We're gonna see you
Hey,
again. We're gonna see you again, Angie. Man, it's been
bye,
a pleasure.
y'all.
Hey, Angie. Hey, I'll be connecting with you guys in a little bit. And stay up. Keep doing the work. God bless you and your family. I appreciate you very much. Thank you for all that you're doing. All right, man.
Thank you.
All right, that's Angie, man. She's gone. All right, man. Let's keep this thing. We're gonna we're gonna do. Oh, God, I'll get you back on Angie. Go. All right, Angie, go. All right, guys. Till next time, man. Love, peace, and hair grease. Mike Steele. I'm out, man. I'm gone. I'm out of here. Peace.